like, I can't really stand being in the cold. I mean, I do have a bro who's stationed in Missouri, and temperatures could be as low as about -4 degrees Fahrenheit. I remember one time, from what I remembered, but I didn't really go there. I mean, he was just there for a few months, but thing is, like, I just knew that Missouri, their temperature reading could be as much as, like, let me see, wait a minute. In other words, it's like -20 degrees Celsius in Missouri, but yeah, -22 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's even worse. And I really can't stand it. Like, for real. Let's take a look at tomorrow night. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me take a quick sip real quick, Wild, and everyone else. Hold on a minute. Okay, so where is the humidity? Humidity is located throughout the central third of the country. But in your area, Wild, there could be a little more humidity as the day progresses tomorrow. Now let's take a look at the East Coast. From Florida all the way to southern New England, plenty of humidity. Less humidity, but mostly concentrated along the coasts of California. But a few miles inland, there's less humidity. But yeah, that cold, Wild, is very, not only, like, inconvenient, but kind of dangerous. Let's see for Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, still plenty of humidity in the central third of the country. In the western Dakotas, there could be a little less humidity with drier air coming into that part of the country. Oh, okay. And some humidity will still linger in Florida and parts of the East Coast. And humidity starts creeping up in the southern part of the desert Southwest. But in your case, Wild, more humidity starts building up. Now, how much? About as much as, like, the mid-teens degrees Celsius, which means it'll creep up closer to your airtime, your regular temperatures. For Tuesday night, hold on a minute. Just need to get comfortable. Alright. Still plenty of humidity for the central part of the U.S. Still maintaining humidity. Oh, in your area, Wild Lake Coyote, humidity will start creeping up, which means there's going to be some storms coming. So I gotta pay attention. I don't know, but I just can't do well with heat. I tend to feel lightheaded whenever I go out in 20 degrees Celsius or 82 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. Yeah, in my case, Wild, 82 degrees doesn't really feel like something I feel very lightheaded because of where I live, which is right around the New York City area. During the summertime, temperatures can be as much as the low to mid 80s there, but a little higher could mean that the heat would start creeping up and make things worse. But yeah, I mean, if you're not used to the heat in your area, Wild, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, some people, whenever they do deal with the heat, and folks down south, like Florida, they're not used to the cold. But although I do experience cold temperatures as much as, like, probably like right between negative 10 degrees Celsius to positive 10 degrees Celsius in the wintertime. But of course, in the summertime, it could be as much as like almost barely like 30 degrees Celsius. Though there could be plenty of humidity that's still going to happen throughout central third of the country, and a little bit still lingering throughout parts of the East Coast and the desert Southwest. A little bit of humidity starts building up in parts of the West Coast. Then we throughout for Wednesday morning, still the same story, and especially East Coast and the desert Southwest, it'll get more humid. And finally, it's going to be plenty of humidity. It'll spread out throughout the South and still lingering throughout the Great Plains and the Great Lakes region. But in your case, Wild, from what it looks like, yeah, the humidity levels in your area by Wednesday night could be a little lower, but that doesn't happen too often. I see. I mean, kind of sounds like as though that the Lake Superior makes your area more refreshing. Yeah, it kind of sounds like your area is more refreshing than here. Because all we get is just very humid, very hot summers. But in the wintertime, it does get cold, but not as cold, but just humid. But, however, it gets to a point where we don't get enough snow nowadays. Let's see, for the Cape. Let's talk about convection. Just give me a moment, I need a drink. Alright. We got plenty of... Let's see, wait a minute. Okay, so we got plenty of convection in parts of Florida and the central third of the country. But you don't have convection, Wild, which means not much no severe weather is there in your area for tomorrow morning. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Sometimes, yeah, but most often it's humid. I see. Yeah, humidity, it does make the heat worse. But on the other hand, it does make the cold less cold in some way. I mean, if it gets drier, then that's the worst type of cold. With the wind, though. Let's see. For tomorrow night, yeah. Let's see, for tomorrow night, South Florida, plenty of Cape. A lot of Cape will be in the Great Plains and Mississippi Valley as well, which means severe weather is going to build up. But in your case, not much, Wild. for Tuesday morning. Plenty of Cape, convection in South Florida, the Great Plains and Mississippi Valley. Tuesday night, there's going to be a lot of Cape in South Florida. And throughout the Great Plains and Mississippi Valley too. Oh yeah, but in your area, Wild, yeah, there's going to be some convection. I'll be right back soon. Gotta run some errands real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'll be here till 8 p.m., just so you know, alright? But if I don't see you, I'll see you maybe on Tuesday. Yeah, it's the same time, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Alright? Just need to... hold on, let me get something real quick. I know, it's too many things. Alright. Let me see. It's going to be a lot of convection for the upper Mississippi Valley, the Northern Plains, the Dakotas, which means severe weather is going to be an issue for folks over there. For you, Wild, if you're there, if you're still there, do get prepared for some thunderstorms. Wednesday morning, a lot of convection, South Florida, and sun convection throughout the Mississippi Valley, parts of the Great Plains. Oh yeah, and some convection will be in southern Arizona, which means there could be some storms. But for you, Wild, yep, you're about to get some storms if you're still there. But that will be gone by Wednesday night, Wild. As for those in the United States, there's going to be plenty of convection in South Florida and throughout the central third of the country, and a few parts in the desert Southwest. Let's talk about precipitation for tomorrow morning. Hold on a minute. Alright, I gotta make this quick, folks. I really gotta go to the bathroom. But I'll just make it super fast, as much as I can. Plenty of showers, clouds, a few thunderstorms in some places in the south. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that, folks, but that was just background noise, sirens. Anyway, plenty of wet weather, pop-up showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow morning throughout the south. Plenty of storms throughout the northern Rockies, northern Plains, and the Dakotas. A few clouds and showers, stray ones in the northeast on the coastal side, and parts of the west coast too. Then by tomorrow night, plenty of showers and thunderstorms throughout the mid-Atlantic, South Florida, the lower to mid-Mississippi Valley. Plenty of storms. It's still ongoing throughout the Dakotas and Minnesota and the Northern Plains.